Hey guys, I'm here on Charing Cross Road, and I just saw this sign, which kind of perfectly encapsulates what I think the point of this video is, which is I want to walk up Charing Cross Road and go into the Leicester Square area, and then over to Piccadilly Circus and down the Strand, in search of some of the theaters of the West End. I don't know how many that we'll see, but I'm thinking we'll see quite a few. When I lived here in the year 2000, which I've mentioned now I think in every video, one thing you might not know about me is at the time, I was specifically interested in pursuing a career as a stage actor, as a thespian. I did a fair bit of theater when I was a teenager, and I think the dream in a way of coming to London was exploring the potential of me becoming a stage actor that could ultimately one day perform in musicals, specifically in the West End. Later, I kind of shifted my focus from musical theater to more so playing guitar, singing, and more popular music, or sort of singer-songwriter thing, which kind of merged into being a cover musician. But I even auditioned at numerous schools and was accepted into a school called the Guildford School of Acting. And I probably would have gone to that school if I had received a scholarship, which I didn't, and therefore it was just a bit too expensive. So these days I don't really think much about theater, but it is part of my history. Here you'll see this ticket booth. That kind of is a clue that we're in the middle of everything. And actually here in Leicester Square, I'm not sure how many theaters there are for live theater, but there are cinemas. And if you go online and look at film premieres in the UK, in London, and for like global releases of major films, sometimes they'll release films in the UK before they do in the US for some reason. This is where that happens, when you've seen if you've seen red carpets and celebrities coming for their movie premieres. This is where that happens, here in Leicester Square. So I think that's the main focus of this little spot in the West End. But as we move along, we will come across a lot more live theaters.
Sometimes you sound British, sometimes.
So Charing Cross Road is down that way. That's the road that we were on at the beginning of this venue. That's another cinema. So 1, 2, 3. There's another cinema, that's 4. This is probably the main area for cinemas in the West End. And not too far ahead is Piccadilly Circus. Just felt a couple raindrops. If we're lucky, we're not going to get rained out for this video. Feels like it's threatening rain, but hopefully it won't necessarily rain. I think when we get to Piccadilly Circus, we'll find what's called the Strand, which is an avenue. I'm not sure if it's like the main strip for theaters, but if memory serves, it's definitely one of the more popular roads in terms of theaters. I've had a good time today going around shooting a bunch of videos. As I say, it's threatening rain now, but it's basically been quite a decent day, sunny at times. That's another reason why I decided to shoot a bunch of videos today. This is Chinatown up here. I actually remember celebrating New Year's Eve, the dawn of 2001, at a Chinese restaurant there with some friends from the pub that I worked at. But yeah, I think today's my best bet for shooting these videos, because I think the next couple of days is going to be rainy. So this is my big chance. Here is another example of a theater. I think we saw a theater earlier that was presenting The Producers, super famous and popular musical. And here is the Book of Mormon. As I say, when I was younger, I was all about theater. But I can't remember the last time I went to a theater production, so I kind of just left that in the past. I don't really think about it, but when you're in London's West End, you kind of remember it's a thing. Even in Paris, my cousin was explaining to me that there's theater there, but it's more so like, you know, maybe one or two major productions. It's not really like Broadway in New York City or London's West End, where there's an entire neighborhood dedicated to many, many, many options. Most major shows, before they tour the world, they kind of start, oh, I can hear a Beatles song, kind of establish themselves in either London's West End and or on Broadway in New York City. So we're entering Piccadilly Circus right now. I've shot some other videos around this area. Down there, tucked down one of those alleys, is the pub that I once worked at. Up ahead is Waterstone's bookstore, where I met Paul McCartney. I did a video about that as well. And also up ahead is 3 Savile Row, which I did another video for today, which is the legendary location of the Beatles' former headquarters, where they last performed together live, as shown in the 2021 Peter Jackson documentary, Get Back. And as I explained in that video, I just learned yesterday, they just announced yesterday, that they'll be opening basically a museum at 3 Savile Row. It's just down there. It's just down that road, which I think is Regent Street. Might have that wrong though. So I think this is the Strand, is it not? I'm looking for confirmation here. This is such a recognizable area in London. Anytime you see a movie that represents London or that's set in London, they'll typically show Piccadilly Circus, they'll show Big Ben, they'll show certain spots, and they'll show this spot with this screen here. It's kind of like, in a way, like the Times Square of London. Now, I'm quite confident this is the Strand, because I can't say for certain though, because I don't see any signage. So I'm gonna go with it. My head's on a swivel right now, looking for signage, but I feel pretty confident. Oh yeah, okay. Up ahead I can see a bunch of marquees. Can you guys see that? That's where we'll go right now. So far we've seen The Producers, we've seen the Book of Mormon, and looking ahead I can see Les Mis, which is definitely one of the most legendary productions around the world and here in London's West End. I feel like it's probably been playing here continuously for something like 40 years. Up in here, I think, is Soho. I'm just, you know, this is from memory. I haven't explored Soho on this trip, but just remembering from back in the day. Trocadero, okay. I thought I associated that word with London. When I was in Paris, there was Place du Trocadero. And I thought that was familiar for some reason. So yeah, I think if we go back to Charing Cross Road, that would be like a nice little circuit here. So if you're in London and you're in Piccadilly Circus, you can kind of go out in a few different directions. And here it's just one after the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 in a row.
Black or brown or Chinese.
Oliver and Les Miserables. Les Miserables is a musical that I've seen here in London and in Toronto and in New York City on Broadway. So I guess that makes it, it demonstrates it must be my favorite musical from back in the day. But once again, I can't remember the last time I went to a musical. I suppose it's something I could do while I'm here. This is the reverse angle of Chinatown, I believe. I think we were just at the other end of that. And I'm not certain, but I think if we keep going, just like 2 or 3 more blocks, I think we'll make our way back to Charing Cross Road. Yes. And at least one more theater. Then once we get there, I think I'll shoot one more video today and head over to Covent Garden. I was actually there earlier today. I went to the Apple store. And it seems like that would be a good video to do. So why not? I'll go back there. And then actually after that, maybe I'll do my World's Best Metro London installment. That started for me in Taipei, where I quite innocently just did a video about how awesome the metro was in Taipei, without realizing there's an enthusiastic, subculture of transit enthusiasts, and that video is my most popular video, maybe even you could say a viral video. So that led to me now, anytime I'm in a major city, including Paris a week or so ago, when I was in Bangkok, when I was in Hong Kong, I always make sure to document my experience of riding the local metro so I can let you guys decide which is the best. And I think today what I'll do is I'll show the Elizabeth line, which is, I think it was being built for many, 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 many years, maybe even many decades, and finally opened in recent years. That's the line that I've been taking to my Airbnb. And because it's brand new, I think it kind of shows the London Underground in the best possible light. So the best chance that we have to make a case for London having the best metro might just be the Elizabeth line. So this is another theater. I think back in the day when I was here, this is the theater where Les Miserables was playing. And it's now moved. So let's go to the front of this theater and see what's playing these days. Then we'll wrap up this video and we'll do, it's starting to rain a little bit more. If we can, we'll do one more popping over to Covent Garden. We will even have to seek refuge along the way from the rain. These are beautiful theaters. Some of these are older than others, of course, but I think some of these are sort of heritage buildings. They're really, really beautiful inside. The epic places. So we're back at Charing Cross Road. And Harry Potter is playing here. Okay guys, because it's raining, I think I gotta wrap up this video. I gotta go seek refuge, get some shelter. Thanks for watching guys, we'll see you in the next video.